Hytale's already beating Minecraft, and most players haven't noticed yet. Here are 5 ways that Hytale's already pulling ahead. Number 1. Hytale's being built with modding in mind from day one. It comes with official tools for custom mobs, animations, and game mechanics. Minecraft modding, on the other hand, relies on third-party loaders such as Forge and Fabric. This means that updates often break mods, as the mod developers have to update their mod to the latest version, and this also makes it a lot harder for beginners to get into modding, as it's very overwhelming. However, Hytale is going to make this a seamless and simple process, which is very welcoming to new modders. The second way in which I think Minecraft will be beaten by Hytale is the frequency at which Hytale releases their updates compared to Minecraft. On the screen is all the major updates brought to Minecraft from 2018 to 2024. Now, most of these updates have had lots of content and they've been good for the most part. However, it feels like a long stretch between each update, which just removes a lot of the hype of playing the game as people get tired and stale of the game and they log off, and sometimes they don't even log in for the newest update. They've changed this now with their drop system, which means there's 4 updates a year, but these drops do not feel big enough, for me at least, when I haven't played Minecraft for a while, to think, wow, I really want to get on the game just to play this new drop. Because for me, they're just not enough, and I hope that Hytale can have a good balance between frequency whilst also quantity in the updates, because I think it's good to build hype for an update and then let it simmer for a bit, let people enjoy the new content. But I think after that, they should already start preparing for the new update, which has a good amount of content. And at the rate they're going at now, I think it's safe to assume that they're going to be pumping out a lot of new content when the game's in early access. The third reason why I think Hytale is beating Minecraft is Hytale's combat looks closer to an RPG than a sandbox. Let me explain. Hytale uses different directional attacks, dodging, blocking, and abilities when using your weapons. We've seen in the trailers before that the mace will have a big slam attack, which is just integrated into the weapon's kit. The sword will have quick jabs, the daggers will be very quick to use, whereas in Minecraft you have the sword, which is pretty much just timing your left clicks and aiming in Java, and in Bedrock it's just a left clicking simulator and aiming your mouse to kill mobs. It's really just boring and bland. And I think this is really interesting as it will allow for a lot more immersive fights, and it may make boss fighting, for example, a lot more fun than just aiming your bow and arrow and Ender Dragon and going below him and just stabbing him in the neck repeatedly until he somehow begins to explode, because that's just not that fun, if I'm being honest. The fourth way I think Hytale will beat Minecraft is their visuals without needing shaders. Hytale stands out because it has stylized graphics that already look modern and they don't need external sources to make the game look nice. This is just a random screenshot that I found from one of the trailers of a cave biome, and I know it doesn't look like the most beautiful thing ever, but it looks pretty amazing to me for a game that's been on a 5-year build and isn't even out for early access yet. Minecraft, on the other hand, until this year, they needed shader packs to make the game look nice, otherwise it just looked extremely bland, and none of these nice visuals that we can see in Hytale were in Minecraft at launch at all. In fact, Minecraft looked a lot worse. Servers and mini games is an area where Hytale's clearly thinking ahead to the future. Hytale is being built with official support for mini games, custom game modes, and server-side scripting right from launch. This is amazing as it means creators don't have to scramble to gather loads of loose ends just to make a server function well and be fun for the players. In Minecraft, most servers rely heavily on plugins, setting everything up, and it's often complicated. Updates break things, and performance can vary wildly depending on how it's built and what the server is running on. Hytale, on the other hand, feels like it's designed to rival massive servers like Hypixel from the very start, but also to learn from them. This is probably due to Simon, who is the creator of Hypixel, being the main guy at the Hytale team. And he's probably learned from his mistakes and is going to implement those into Hytale, which is going to be amazing for the social networking and the people who just don't enjoy the RPG or sandbox element of Hytale. And it gives them another option. This is great, as Minecraft didn't launch with these servers. In fact, Hypixel, its biggest server, only launched in 2013, a few years after Minecraft's launch, and today it's completely different to how it was then. So I think if Simon and his team can truly nail the server aspect of Hytale, then it could be really great for the game's growth, as people are not limited just to one thing. It allows for fun, whilst also having the core game being the main aspect.